Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Passover happening. I'm getting ready for Passover, and so are some of your friends here. I know that you'll recognize the people who are here on the screen. I've got my Seder plate, I've got my matzah, I've got my Moses, and I've got my Pharaoh, and we're ready to start. So, Cantor Simmons, take it away.
Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, you gotta let my people go. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, no. Now the first thing was Pharaoh made us work in the hot sun, and it was so hot. So let's sing about it. 3, 4. No more working in the hot sun. No more slavery. No more working in the hot sun. No. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, you gotta let my people go. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, no. Now the next thing was Pharaoh made us carry these really heavy burdens, and they really hurt our backs. So let's sing about that. 3, 4. No more heavy burdens. No more slavery. No more heavy burdens. No. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, you gotta let my people go. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, no. Now the next thing was that Pharaoh gave us no food, and we were so hungry in our bellies. So we're gonna sing about that. Here we go. 3, 4. No more hungry bellies. No more slavery. No more hungry bellies. No. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, gotta let my people go. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh, Pharaoh, no.
Hi, friends. It's Miss Alex. I want to sing a song with you about all of the yummy things that we have on our Seder plate, and it's called Lots of Matzah. So get out your matzah. This is going to be your matzah. On Pesach, we eat matzah. Lots of matzah. It's yummy in my tummy. Lots of matzah. Do. On Pesach, we eat chicken. Finger licking chicken, it's yummy in my tummy. Finger licking chicken, and lots of matzah. Do. On Pesach, gefilte fish, smelly in the belly, gefilte fish. It's yummy in my tummy. Smelly in the belly, gefilte fish, and finger licking chicken, and lots of matzah. Do. On Pesach, we eat matzah balls. Rolly matzah balls. It's yummy in my tummy. Rolly matzah balls. And smelly in the belly, gefilte fish, and finger licking chicken, and lots of matzah. Do. On Pesach, we eat horseradish. Hot horseradish. It's yummy in my tummy. Hot horseradish, and roly, 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 roly matzo balls, and smelly in the belly got built-up fish, and finger-licking chicken, and lots of matzah. Do, 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 do. On Pesach haroset, sticky, sticky haroset. It's yummy in my tummy, sticky, sticky haroset, and hot, 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 hot horseradish, and roly, 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 roly matzo balls, and belly in the belly gefilte fish, and finger-licking chicken, and lots of matzah. Do, 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 do.
So way back a long time ago in a place called Egypt, the Israelite people were slaves to a mean, mean man named Pharaoh. Miss Shelley, can you tell us about that?
Oh, that Pharaoh, he made me work so hard, everybody. We had to build a pyramid and all these bricks. They're so heavy and I have to use my muscles and I had to work in the hot desert and build with my hands and my muscles, and I'm starving. He wouldn't give me any food and I kept having to build for him, and all day and night, and it was hot, and I didn't have machines like we have these days. It was just hard work and building and oh, I just wish we could get a break. It's just been so hot, and oh, these are the heaviest bricks. Oh my gosh. Oh, I tell you, this is no fun being a slave. Jennifer, can you please tell us what they use to make the bricks stick together?
Hi, everybody. Well, they used something like glue to keep all these bricks together to make all these pyramids. And that's why we make haroset, because that was the glue to remind us of the glue to stick that stuck the pyramids together. And to make haroset, we need apples, which are yummy. We need some lemon juice so that the apples don't get brown. We need some cinnamon and grape juice. So the first thing you're going to do is you're gonna slice your apple and you're going to peel it. So you should have apple slices like this. And then you're gonna cut the apples up into teeny tiny pieces, not too small. And you should have your mother or father or someone in your house do this, because you shouldn't be picking up knives. And once you're done with your apple, it's gonna look like this. You have a whole bunch in a bowl. And then you pour them into a bigger bowl. You're going to add the cinnamon. Oh, I love the smell of cinnamon. And you're gonna pour your grape juice. So it's all going to be in one little bowl, whoops, like that. And then you're gonna stir it all together. And once it's all stirred and you smell the cinnamon and the apples are all in the grape juice, you're gonna put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold. And then you're gonna have it on your matzah or just plain. And if you choose to have nuts, because I know some of you have nut allergies, you can add chopped pecans or walnuts into your haroset. And that is how we make it. And I hope you enjoy it. And now what's next, Barbara?
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. So you, as Miss Shelley just told you, the Israelite people worked very, very, very hard, and they didn't like that much. And their leader Moses went to Pharaoh and said, please let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say? Pharaoh said, no, no. So God sent down 10 plagues to try and convince Pharaoh that he should let the Israelite people go. And Miss Cindy, are you going to tell us about the plagues?
I am. Okay, guys, I'm Miss Cindy, and we're going to talk about the plagues. Remember that baby? Oh, that got put in the basket and floated down the river Nile, baby Moses? Well, he didn't stay baby forever. He grew up. When he grew up, he wanted the Pharaoh to let his people, the Jewish people, go. But you know, he knew he couldn't do it on his own. He needed help. So he prayed to God and said, God, I need help to convince the Pharaoh to let my people go. And God said, I'm going to send down 10 plagues. And I'm going to show you what some of the plagues were. I can't show you all, but I can show you some. So the first one of the ones that God sent was frogs. And Moses said, hey, Pharaoh, if you don't let my people go, there's going to be frogs everywhere. And you know what Pharaoh said? Nah, they can't do that. But then the next day, Pharaoh went to get himself a nice snack. He loved chips, and he got a chip and went, this isn't a chip. There are frogs and they're everywhere. Moses, get rid of the frogs. Will you let my people go? No. So, God, I need some help. We're going to get a second plague. And he said, it's going to be hair bugs. You can't do that, said Pharaoh. But the people woke up and they all started scratching their heads like crazy. They had lice, hair bugs. Everybody scratch your heads. Oh my gosh, it's awful. Moses, get rid of these lice. Will you let my people go? No. This will just have to send another plague. I'll give you a hint. It's going to be flies and they're going to be everywhere. And then Pharaoh said, you can't do that. But the next morning, Pharaoh woke up. The feeling in my mouth. What's that? Flies, they're everywhere. Oh, we got to get rid of these flies. Moses, get rid of the flies. Are you going to let my people go? Well, I'll have to go with another plague then. So, one day they woke up and their cows were all very, very sick. You know what it means when the cows are sick? No milk, no cheese, no pizza, none of that good stuff. So Pharaoh said, oh no, we've got to make the cows well again. Moses, make the cows well again. Are you going to let my people go? No. Well, I guess it's time for another plague. So Pharaoh woke up the next morning. Well, wait, I can't see anything. It's total darkness. The sun is gone. Oh, no, Moses, make the darkness go away. Moses said, are you going to let my people go? But no. That one didn't do it. That one didn't do it. Here's what's going to happen next, Pharaoh. If you don't let my people go, God is going to send down boo-boos all over you. There's going to be boo-boos all over your people. And the Pharaoh just laughed. That can't really happen. But of course, the next morning, he woke up and all his people woke up and they looked in the mirror and they went, what? What is this all over me? Boo-boos. There's boo-boos all over me. Moses, get rid of these boo-boos. Are you going to let my people go? No. So get rid of them. So, I have to think of something. That's a good one. This is what's going to happen now, Pharaoh. If you don't let my people go, God is going to turn all the water into blood. Pharaoh really laughed at that one. You can't do that. Nobody can do that. But the next day, Pharaoh woke up. He loved a nice glass of water. And when he went to pour his water, what? I can't drink this. Moses, make the water come back. And Moses said, let my people go. Well, there were 2 more plagues, and you'll learn about those later. And actually, the plagues worked. And Pharaoh did let the people go. There's more to the story, but I'm sure you'll learn that later. So I really enjoyed talking about the plagues with you. And how about a song?
plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh should have listened to what God said. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Frogs were jumping in Pharaoh's hair. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh didn't like it, but the frogs didn't care. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Creepy, crawly, itchy lice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Mess with the Holy One, you better think twice. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Filthy flies, so dirty and fine. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Not exactly Pharaoh's style. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. The cattle and the horses and the oxen died. 10 plagues in Egypt land. I won't give up, old Pharaoh cried. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Boils and blisters on his skin. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Give it up, Pharaoh, you're never gonna win. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. The hail rained down from the heavens on high. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Heard so much made Pharaoh cry. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Swarms of locusts ate the crops. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Hard-hearted Pharaoh just wouldn't stop. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. Dark descended in the light of day. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Pharaoh was lost, couldn't find his way. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Firstborn, the final blow. 10 plagues in Egypt land. Finally, Pharaoh let the people go. 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plagues in Egypt land.
Hi, friends. That was a great song. I'm Miss Sarah from the Becker Library. I have some science and a story for you. First, I'm going to start with my science, and you can see what happens. I have a water bottle filled with some lukewarm water and some sugar, and I'm going to add some yeast, which is what makes bread rise, if you didn't know that. And during Passover, we don't eat bread that has risen. We're going to see what happens here. So I'm going to mix this up real good. See it swirling? Swirl it up, and then I'm going to stick a balloon on it. We're going to see what happens. There's my balloon. There's my bottle. So I'll put this back here. And you guys see that there? Yeah? Okay, we'll see if this does anything. I'll give one more good shake. Okay. So okay. I hope that does something. So I also have a story for you. My story is called Let My People Go, and it's written by Tilda Balsley. And let us see what happens in this story. This talks about, you can see different characters doing, they're color-coded. A burning bush, and it began. As God told Moses, here's my plan. But Moses was a simple man. He said, I just don't think I can. Poor Moses. God wouldn't hear the answer. No, and said, with Aaron you will go to lead my people from Pharaoh. Tell him that your God said so. So Moses spoke to mean Pharaoh. Our God says, let my people go. And Pharaoh shouted, no, no, no. A big mistake. He didn't know that God would deal a mighty blow. A plague, a plague, a plague. Egyptians to the Pharaoh said, their God has turned our water red. Where's some water we can drink? We cannot stand this bloody stink. Then Moses spoke to mean Pharaoh. Our God says, let my people go. And Pharaoh shouted, no, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. Frogs were Pharaoh's next nightmare. He cried, they're hopping everywhere. Tell God to send the frogs away. Then you can go without delay. They're in my oven, in my bed. I think a frog jumped on my head. So Moses prayed, and the frogs went away. Then Moses spoke to mean Pharaoh. Our God says, let my people go. And Pharaoh shouted, no, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. The Egyptians cried, oh no, now gnats covering cows and dogs and cats, covering us from head to toe. Please, Pharaoh, let those people go. Then Moses spoke to mean Pharaoh. Our God says, let my people go. And Pharaoh shouted, can you guess? No, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. God spread the ground with nasty flies, but Pharaoh answered only lies. I'll tell your people, leave this place, just get these flies out of my face. When Moses said, it's done, we'll go, Pharaoh shouted, no, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. Sued animals began to die. Egyptians pleaded, hear our cry. Pharaoh, Pharaoh, why? Then Moses spoke to mean Pharaoh. Our God says, let my people go. Pharaoh shouted, no, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. Egyptians moaned and cried in dread to see their skin turning purpley red. And nasty boils began to spread, but Pharaoh was an old hard head. When Moses spoke to mean Pharaoh, our God says, let my people go. Pharaoh shouted, no, no, no. A plague, a plague. God continued the campaign with hail and thunder, mighty rain. There'd never been a worse event. It looked like Pharaoh might relent. When Moses spoke to mean Pharaoh, our God says, let my people go. Pharaoh shouted, no, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. Now God sent down a new command, and Moses with his outstretched hand sent hungry locusts through the land. Said Pharaoh, this I cannot stand. Leave Egypt now as you have planned. But when the people packed to go, Pharaoh shouted, can you guess? No, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. Then Egypt had 3 days of night while Israelites enjoyed God's light. So Pharaoh, tired of the fight, said, wives and children all can go. You cannot take your livestock though. He really didn't mean it so. He soon was shouting, no, no, no. A plague, a plague, a plague. God, through Moses, said, beware, this plague is bad, beyond compare, death to every firstborn son, from royal born to poorest one. But sons of Israel, I will spare, so listen, you must prepare. And as God struck this final blow, Pharaoh shouted, go, go, go. And there goes Moses out of Egypt. That is the end. Ooh, look at, and good timing now, look at our science experiment. But do you see it? It's starting to grow from the yeast. It's bubbling up. So that's what makes our bread nice and fluffy, the yeast inside of it. But we don't eat bread during Passover. Do you guys know what we eat? We eat lots and lots of matzah. That's right. What's next, Miss Barbara?
Thank you, Miss Sarah.
You're welcome.
So at the very end of our Seder, we hide a piece of matzah and you get to look for it. Now, I will show you. The afikomen looks like this, okay? And all my friends are gonna hide an afikomen. And let's see if you can find it while Cantor Simmons sings us a song about the afikomen.
All right, here we go. Keep those eyes sharp. I'm gonna find it. Now there's a clap in there, so you guys have to add that clap. We go, I'm gonna find it. Clap, clap. I'm gonna find it. Clap, clap. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the afikomen. Every year at Pesach time, we eat the matzah and we drink the wine. We ask for questions one by one, but before the Seder is done, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the afikomen. We eat charoset and we dip karpas. We tell the story of the Exodus. The bitter herbs, they make my eyes go cross. But when I find the afikomen, I'm the boss. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the afikomen. Now you can hide it on the table, hide it in a box, underneath the stairway or inside the kitchen clock. You can put it in your pocket, slip it under the TV, but you can't take the afikomen from me. Now everyone knows the Seder's not done until we taste the afikomen. And when I find it, I'll articulate the terms on which we shall negotiate. Oh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the afikomen.
Thank you. So I hope that you all had a lot of fun today. I want to thank all my friends who are here and helped us. And look at the balloon in Miss Sarah's square. It's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. I hope everyone has a wonderful Passover, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
We're gonna sing
Happy
one
Passover.
last song this morning. I hope you'll sing along, Dayenu, before we say our final goodbye. Ilu hotzi hotzi anu mi Mitzrayim, hotzi anu mi Mitzrayim, Dayenu. Everybody, Dayenu, 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 Maybe everyone can take their mute off so we can all say Happy Passover to everyone.
Happy
Happy
Passover.
Passover.
Happy Passover.
Hag
Bye.
Bye.
Sameach. Bye.
Bye.